Hi, Sandy Jealous from Environmental Coffee House, and I'm coming to you from the top of my mountain that I live on, and it's quite lovely, and it's a very windy day. And I wanted to talk briefly about the video I watched that Dahr did. He was at a school in California, and he really resonated with me because I've been thinking about all the same things he was talking about as far as your future. I think we've all been talking about it, your future, our future, and what he has seen. And I kind of, I want to live vicariously through him, because I don't know if I'm ever going to make it to any of those places. He's been to Alaska. I mean, he's been all over. Hello, Margot. Margot's Healing Center has joined us. How nice. So I'm talking about Dahr, and I'm talking about everything that he was talking about in that video, from everything he's seen. And he even mentioned 32 communities in Alaska that are being resettled. These people have been on these lands for probably thousands of years, and they cannot habitate these lands because they are sinking lands. And sea level rise and the change in the weather and all that is changing their communities, and you don't hear that on the mainstream news. You don't hear that from Lisa Murkowski, the senator up there. You don't hear these things from any of them, what's going on there. And it really touched me, because he talked about climate refugees, and these people in their lands, they are climate refugees. Probably we won't hear about them. Not on mainstream media, because you're too busy hearing about Stormy Daniels, and you're too busy hearing about Trump's doctor, and you're too busy hearing about the shit that is going on with the Mueller investigation. But we're not hearing reality, and nobody's able to plan for their lives ahead. But Dahr, he said what so many said. He's got property, and he said he can't do it alone. And he's not doing it alone. He's got people with him that are coming to live with him, and it's going to, in a kind of a communal sense. And I know Hambone was talking about intentional communities like Dahr is creating, because he said he knows he can't do it alone. And I suppose maybe a little bit, it's something I would love to have where we are. And I guess I'm building it in my community. Today I was at the fairgrounds, and my group, which is the environmental watchdog group of our county, I'm the treasurer of, we went to get our space in for the fair. And it's in July, and what we hope to do is that all the fair goers, that we can at least tell them, you've got an environmental watchdog group. We do care about keeping fracking out, but with a positive message. And those are the things that I do, besides what I do here and online and on FaceCrack, because these are the things you have to do for now, or you could want to do for now, if you want to feel like you've fulfilled yourself. And hi, Vincent says it's very hot in DC. It's 85 here, and it snowed on Sunday, and it's 85 today. So I just, as an aside, I had been looking back at videos that I've journaled on weather, and 2 years ago, 2016, it was also snowing in April. And, I think I was whining about the same old things, but we are seeing some green. And I'll probably show you some of the green. But at the moment, I just want to finish this up about Dahr and what he made me feel like listening to that. I cried, because he's got that sense of the nearing of the end of human life and sentient being life on our planet. And somebody in the audience asked him, What do you think 2050 will look like? He didn't have a lot of positive things to say. And I think about 2050, I have one kid, and she's going to be 30 now. So in 2050, what would she be, almost like my age? I don't know. You know, I won't be around. I don't even know if I'll be around to see anything. Hi, Rob and Dada. Community is essential to survival in times of collapse. Absolutely. And another thing he said that was very poignant was he can't talk to people and jam this information down to those who don't want to know. Those people, hi Torstein, I love you too. I love Torstein too. But those people, he can't. You know, it's not like you can just nail them to a tree, you know, like nail them to a tree and say, you've got to listen, you've got to change, because they're not, and they don't want to hear it. And we have to do for ourselves, and we have to do for community. And I think I've established a community enough here that I have enough people that surround us to make somewhat of a difference. I don't think they're all people that are, you know, in the doomosphere. I just think they're people that do understand. We're politically astute. We're environmentally astute. The board on our little environmental group for our county is just amazing. The people that I even interact with in our state of New York are just brilliant. The people that I've learned about fracking, and the live stream I did the other night talked about the microgrids that these gas companies want to really pull the wool over the eyes of the people in our community, in our state. And all they are compression stations, compressor stations, and they're tied up in this little thing called a microgrid, and they're lying to people. And it's for profit. And it could put 40 more years on fracked gas coming into our state, which has a moratorium and a ban. And you know, sorry, I'm always with this thing, but it has a moratorium and a ban, and it could actually jeopardize that if we don't have the kind of governor that we need. And hi, Kim Santino, join me. Some of my peeps from Facebook are starting to come over here because I tell you, I really don't like Facebook. I don't like their policies. I don't love YouTube's policies, but I don't like Facebook's policies, and they constantly stifle me, and they constantly keep me from getting out. And I don't think I'm that controversial. I'm talking about reality. And if you don't want to know about it, switch me off. Don't stifle the voices. You know, our voices are such a small lot. Dahr Jamel's voice today, oh my God. And I know he did this in like March. Oh, here comes some idiot. All right, I'm not even gonna go there. He's just coming down, and I bet they're gonna stop at my vehicle and see that I'm not there. And yep, look at that. See, they're gonna be all kinds of nosy in their stupid little backwoods piece of shit gas thing. Okay, reality is what they fear. I don't fear it. I guess maybe I'm at that age enough where I have enough shit wrong with me that I'm gonna die. I hurt every day, and you know, sometimes I feel like the Mike Rupert way out might be good. I'm not gonna do it. It's just the moods I get in, and I'm not like that. I have too much going on, and I have too much to help people yet to do. And in this community, just that little piece of trying to make a difference here. And in the summer, just sitting in that stupid little booth, you know, with some like-minded people and talking to some community members that I know there's a lot. We're in a very conservative, right-wing, Trump-supporting area. But people understand what we do, and they know that we're watching out for them regardless of who they supported, regardless of what they think. You know, if there's a pipeline going through, we're going to fight it for them and with them. And we won. We won against the Northern Access. Oh, Torstein says there's a beautiful blizzard outside his cafe window today. Wow. The Dahr Jamel piece, it's going to be on Environmental Coffee House on the Facebook page. But we have we have other venues. It's just, you know, I don't know how long I can keep doing this. I don't know how long we all have to keep doing this. People are waking up though, but yet I'm always distressed by the people that are waking up to the things that aren't going to solve any problems, the things that aren't going to make their local life better. They're waking up to things that they have no control of, that they don't even know exists. And I don't have to go into that. But there's things that I don't agree with. And if you are going to be in a cult or a genre and you're going to go after scientists, that's not for me. And I will end that at that. It is a gorgeous day. I want you guys, I'll try to get home if I have time, we're going somewhere, to put up the link for the Dahr piece. It's a video, and he was at a school, but it was just so good. He really, really is a journalist of our times, and he doesn't have any solutions. And if he says that community is the way to go, and he's doing it, and Mike Sliwa's doing it, and Hambone wants to do it, and excuse me, I want to do it. I'm not sure with who, where I live, but around where I live. It's just something to think about for a lot of people. He was asked the question about, well, you talk about this kind of living and you talk about it, what about people that are less fortunate? What about people in the cities? What about people that don't have any money? What about people that don't look like us? He said he addressed it in his new book, but he addressed the indigenous communities that are losing their land, but he did not address the communities that need to be addressed. He didn't address the African American communities. He didn't address the ethnic communities that are sheltered from some of this information and may not be able to break out or change because of their geographical destination, geographical place that they live. So I guess it's up to us to keep trying to spread that message and spread it to people in cities, that they can have rooftop gardens, that they can have all kinds of those things, that if they put their mind to it and they organize in communities. I mean, while we are here, I think those of us that are awake to our future plight and things that are going on the planet, we owe it to our brothers and sisters to at least try to help a little. Because my husband's calling me and doesn't know where I am. So I'm probably going to have to cut this a little short. I didn't want it to go too long. So I'm going to give you a look around, and it's lovely in the woods. And look, there's green. Today, there's green. Even though it snowed on Sunday, and today is Friday, and 2 days after it snowed, it was 76 degrees and 78 degrees. Well, what are you going to do? It is the way it is. I don't remember it like that. I don't remember it. But of course, I'm just becoming a meteorology geek, And I did interview that really cool guy, Nicholas Humphreys. So yes, oh my God, I miss trees. Torstein says he misses trees being in Greenland. He's in Nuuk. And Torstein, get your shit together, come in August, come to our party. Western New York. So I'm going to leave you with that, the bit of information to listen to Dahr and listen to what he says about community. You know what? I'm getting a camera. I hate this phone, but cameras don't ring. But listen, because community is so important. And, as much as there are angry and upset and hurt and upset people over the plight of our planet out there, and that comment to me on YouTube especially, but on Facebook too, we have to kind of place that anger somewhere, and instead of being self-destructive with it, do something good for animals, do something good for others, just do something. Do something. We don't have that long not to do anything. And even with me, my body's falling apart. My back is messed up. My neck is messed up. I hurt every single day. But I'm not giving this up. I'm not giving up. Even the most depressed I get, not giving it up. I'm not going to give up. And I just hope a lot of you will join me in that sentiment. No matter what happens, we can't change the big picture. The oligarchs have that in their hands. And one more thing that Dahr said was about the fossil fuel industry. They've got it. It's their last gasp. They are going to do whatever they can to destroy whatever they can. It's their last gasp, and the United States is helping them right along. So there's my little political thing for today. Peace. Have a great day. Bye.